Thanks for joining us here on the Weather Blender blog. Unfortunately, another blast of winter moving through the area over the next couple of days. Now, for many of us, we're not talking huge accumulations of snow, a couple of inches as we go through our Thursday into Friday, but the mountainous counties, some spots could be seeing over a foot of snow, some locations even 15 inches plus, some of those very highest peaks as we go over the next couple of days with that chance of snow continuing, especially in the mountains, even through the weekend before we do try to quiet down as we head into early parts of next week. So we'll start you off here with the GFS model, taking a look at things at 7 p.m. Wednesday. So we are beginning to see that front moving through. Temperatures are going to get colder as we head into the afternoon and evening hours, and that chance of snow will start to increase. Now, even through the rest of today, yes, we've had light snow, light rain off and on, not really accumulating at all today with many of us above freezing, but the temps will be dropping tonight, and we'll start to see that snow accumulate a little more through tonight and over the next couple of days. So I'll highlight our local area. You can see that gray shading indicating some light amounts of precipitation as we head into the evening hours. This is 7 p.m. and we'll keep that trend going into the overnight hours as well. And also that colder air moving in, the blue dashed line that you see there that's moving off to our south, that indicates where typically you'll see snow on the north side of that. So we're getting that thing well off to our east, well off to the south. The air is definitely plenty cold enough, there's no doubt about it, that we are going to be seeing snow as we go through tonight and move into the day tomorrow. It's not going to be any sort of type of precipitation. It's just plain old snow, not a wintry mix, just snow through tonight. Keep those snowflakes flying as we head into the day on Thursday and move through Friday as well. Now, advancing out to 7 p.m., we're just going to continue to show you the GFS this time because really there's not a whole lot of disagreement between the models. Unfortunately, they all show us stuck in a rut with this storm system off to our north and that chance of snow continuing. Now, once again here, let me highlight our local area. You can see a little bit more of the precipitation as we go through Thursday, start to get into some of that blue and green shading, indicating some heavier amounts. But look to our north and east up into New England, just a massive storm system there. They are going to have strong winds, heavy snows as well from Pennsylvania spreading up through New York into interior sections of New England as well. A huge storm there, and this thing's just not going to move over the next couple of days. So we're having the circulation around that storm system giving us the flow out of the north and providing that chance of the upslope snow over the next couple of days here. So that very tight gradient here with the isobars, that's all the black lines that you see next to each other, that is going to be responsible for all of those gusty winds. As you get that very tight pressure gradient, it just flows those winds in off of the Atlantic Ocean, giving a lot of snow in the northeast, and you see that wraps down our way as well. So the winds are going to be on the breezy side out of the northwest through Thursday, and we'll keep that trend going into the day on Friday as well. We'll advance now out to Friday at 7 p.m. Now, at least that storm in New England, it's weaker than it was on Thursday, but it's still basically parked in the same area. So we still have that flow out of the northwest. The winds will not be as strong Friday, but it's still enough of that northwesterly flow picking up some moisture, dragging it down in our direction to continue to give the snow scattered throughout the region. But the heaviest amounts, that's into the mountainous counties. As you get that northwest wind, it slides up into the higher elevations, and you get large amounts of snow on some of those higher mountain peaks, and then less and less as you get into the lower elevations. But still, all of us will be dealing with that snow accumulating over the next couple of days. Now, we'll tick ahead here through Saturday with the GFS, and we are going to continue to see the chance of some precipitation, but it is starting to diminish more and more. That area of low pressure is still parked up to the north throughout sections of New England. You can see it in that same exact spot over parts of New Hampshire, Vermont, but it is starting to weaken. But nonetheless, we have that flow out of the northwest, still snow at times, although many of us in the lower elevations get warm enough on Saturday that it will be a mixture of rain and snow, not really additional accumulations for most locations. It will just be in the mountainous counties that you will continue to pile on a few more inches of snow as we head through Saturday, and let's head out to Sunday as well. There you can see finally that center of low pressure. It is moving away. It's getting out farther into the Atlantic Ocean, moving up near Nova Scotia, so it finally starts to kick away. Still, we're under the influence overall, and a little snow is left over, a little bit of a mixture of some light rain and snow on Sunday, especially in the mountains. But for much of the area, we will start to see conditions quieting down Sunday, and then finally, by Monday, the first day of March, it looks like we'll get some sunshine returning, some partly cloudy skies, and get those highs back toward the lower 40s. But a string of days here through later today, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's just the same old thing. We're stuck in that pattern with the clouds around and at least some precipitation scattered each and every day. So here's a look at what GFS thinks for those snowfall totals out through Saturday morning. Now, I think GFS is getting a little bit on the high side due to the fact that here we are in late February. So the afternoon highs still are going to be in the lower 30s. During the daytime, you get enough of that sun's radiation coming through the clouds that it kind of mushes that snow down, makes it a little slushy. So yes, we're going to be picking up snow through Thursday, through Friday, but it's not going to be like a month ago where it really accumulated readily even during the afternoons. A tougher time for that to happen at this point of the year. So GFS a little overdone with these totals where we're not going to really be seeing 3 to 4 on the ground in Huntington, not going to have 6 inches ground in Charleston. Now that may in reality sort of be what falls from the sky, but is that what's on the ground? No, because it's going to get a little bit melted, a little bit slushier as we go through the days, so we will not have that much. Now into the mountains, it is a different story. There that snow will be accumulating more readily, and we are expecting 12 inches plus on a lot of those higher peaks as you get over through Webster County, Nicholas County, even in that 6-inch range possible down toward Beckley, but GFS showing 6 to 10. That's overdoing it. I think it will be more likely in the 4 to 6 inch range down near Beckley and toward Bluefield as well. Now here's a look at NAM around Huntington. This is a little bit more on line with what we will likely be seeing over the next couple of days. Around an inch or so in Huntington, 1 to 2 inches, get closer to 3 to 4 near Charleston, possibly 5, but then as you get into the mountains, that's where we're talking 6 inches plus. Now Beckley again, it's getting in that 6 to 10 inch range. Possible that some of the higher peaks around Beckley maybe seeing 6 to 8 inches, but in Beckley itself, you're probably still talking in that 4 to 6 inch range. Some of that snow is going to get packed down, a little slushy during the afternoons, even in Beckley. Same story down toward Bluefield, maybe around 4 to 6 inches. But as you get those higher peaks through Fayette County, moving up through Webster, Nicholas counties, over toward Quinwood, moving up to Snowshoe, 12 inches plus, some of those very highest peaks could even be in the 15 to 20 inch range of snow as we continue through the rest of the week and move into the upcoming weekend. So that's great news, I guess, for all of you skiers. That's going to prolong the chance of skiing over the spring months. Already Snowshoe is planning on being open until early April, but with this additional 20 inches on the ground, if we can keep temperatures cool enough throughout March, they may even stay open longer than that. But there is some good news on the horizon. If you're sick of this lousy weather, as many of us are, it does look like as we get later through next week, we'll slowly try to shift out of this pattern. Now, it still may be a little stormy, but it looks like in between we'll have those temperatures starting to rise back up to more typical levels in the upper 40s, even some 50s, as we do get later through next week and continue out through March. So yes, we have storms moving through. The chance of accumulating snow, though, that's going to be diminishing, and we'll slowly try to warm things up more and more as we go through the next couple of weeks. So all of us are more than ready for that to come our way. We'll keep you updated with the very latest here over the next couple of days. Spencer will have updates here on the Weather Blender blog. Thanks for joining us, and have a great day.